Hey, all you BraveHeart women, I'm here with Serena. Serena is the master practitioner that teaches the pelvic course worldwide with us. And just so you know, we will be in Barrie, Ontario in just how many weeks? 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
4 weeks we'll be in Barrie, Ontario. And she will be doing her 3-day master training for the pelvic restoration and disease prevention. And I will be starting and kicking off this New World Practitioner training, right? The New World Practitioner training will start off with me doing a 9-day whole life coach certification. Listen, if you've been a practitioner for 20, 30, 40 years, I'm going to crack your coconut. I guarantee I'm going to bring your game up. Okay, there is no emotional course like mine. I already know that. I've taken pretty well everything. We've had psychiatrists, psychologists, we've had housewives, we've had medical doctors, we've had chiropractors, we've had accountants, we've had, you name it, everybody around the world that has taken the course. So it's went through the litmus paper test. Okay, so if you want to change your whole life and crack the coconut, which is your subconscious, by the 3rd day, you're going to come and want to play with us. Okay, that's Barrie, Ontario. From there, we go to Calgary. We'll be in Calgary in July. From there, then in August, we're going to Australia, Coffs Harbour, Australia. And then from there, we're going to Bonita, Florida, okay? And we'll be in Bonita in October, okay? So, and in between there somewhere, we're going to find out where we're going to be setting up the next World Healing and Training clinic. And it's going to be a 5-star clinic, meaning that it is going to take less people. It's going to make sure that people want it all, not just want part of it. Okay, listen, I have approximately right now about 3,000 practitioners throughout the world. These are New World practitioners. They will give you the same money back guarantee when they do the body work on you, when they do the consultations for you. But the new clinic that I'll be opening up will be people that want to go all the way. They're going to want to come to this clinic to not just be treated. They will want to be trained. We will teach them everything from diet, nutrition, exercise. We will crack their coconut and make sure that when they come home, because when they come home, they'll be coming up against their family, their friends in the world that will not want them to vibrate that high. We're going to make sure that they don't have any guilt feelings because they're not leaving anyone behind. They're just allowing people to vibrate lower than them. So you need to understand something. I'm going to tell you something. I had a 20-room clinic in Mexico, and it really taught me a lesson. I am not here for for the sick and the dying. I'm here for the people that want to thrive. There's enough practitioners out there that can just treat people who want to be treated, but they're only going to be as good till the next treatment. Understand, you can think and say, oh, he's so arrogant. No, I am done. I am more than done. I am done, and God love everyone, but you know what? People will only go for treatments for the rest of their life. They will go to treatments and they'll only be good for the next treatment. And guess what? You want to know something? We will never judge anyone because people have been programmed to only love themselves so much. When somebody walks into my clinic, it'll be like this from now on. We will take a look at the condition they're in up here and ask ourselves, will they ever get to the point of even any self-care or any self-love, or do they just suck off their family for the love? And as far as care goes, they're only in emergency care, which means when something goes wrong, they look for someone to come to the rescue. And if that's true, that patient will not be coming to me because they're a patient. I'm looking for somebody that's a patient wanting to become their own practitioner. And that's it. I'm holding the line. Think of me what you want. That's what people do. They like to judge. And understand something. People say they want different, but when you give them different, oh yeah, they'll give you the middle finger, and they'll do it, and they'll do it strong. Or they'll say, what's he after? He's after my money. He's after this, after that. I am going to create, okay, a 5-star clinic when it comes to when people decide that they're going to be coming to us. This is going to get noisy for a second. 1 second. It'll be the rumble. It's the post office here. We just finished, I'll come right back to what I was talking about. Okay. All right, here he goes. 1 second.
Charlie.
This is real life, baby. And understand, we just connect to our breath and breathe. We don't get upset. Rumble, rumble, okay? Tumble, tumble. Okay, so I just want to make everybody understand something. If you want the best, I'm going to give you the best. I'm not telling you it's going to cost more than anything else. It's not. Because guess what? Massive personal action is what I'm looking for from people. I'm not looking for victims, okay? I'm not looking for victims, and most patients are victims, and it's not their fault. But do you know how much work it would take to get a victim and make them into a hero? Can you keep it there? Okay, do you know how much work it takes to take a victim and make them into a hero? Most of us don't have the time or the energy, and I don't think I'll live till I'm 500 years old. You know, when I tell people that they need to take my whole life coach course if they want to crack the coconut and actually have the life they deserve, they don't believe it. You know what? You go ahead and you just do what everybody else does. You're going to get what everybody else gets. And now understand something. And then some of you are going to go, well, you know, I did more than Martha did. Well, yes, but you're only going to get a little bit more. You know, I'm going to tell you something. The whole world is ruled and screwed. Okay, you need to get this. All right, don't think that I don't know. 99% of the population, as soon as they get sick, they reach for drugs. 99% of the population doesn't know that a fart's not going to kill you. Most people don't understand that heart disease is caused from your emotional life because you don't know how to love yourself, and somebody's always hurting you because you're sucking off of them for love. That's the deal. Understand this. I am not asleep. I am awake. I am very awake. And I want people that want to be very awake. So I just want to say this. Is it okay? Is it okay with you? Because if it isn't, it doesn't matter. But I'm just going to say, is it okay with you that I only want people that want to totally wake up and know that they don't need government. They don't need the medical system. Okay? They do not need 99% of what everybody else decides to buy into. Don't come to us if you don't want something totally different. Don't come to us if me just talking right now is giving you a headache, or you think that I'm arrogant, or you who does he think he is? Let me tell you something. 99 out of 100 people here. Okay, so we've got a lady just walked past us, and she's not in good shape, and she's wearing a mask. Meanwhile, nobody else is wearing one. We've got people that look like they're 9 months to 12 months pregnant. How about this? How about 60% of the population looks like it's going to give birth? No wonder we think men can actually give birth, because most men look like they're ready to pop. And understand that, but nobody even thinks about it. You know, I see the woman, she's walking with him, and his gut is sticking out like he's ready to blow. And nobody knows. It's all just normal now, because guess why? Because over 80% of the population is obese. Obese. They changed the word obesity, okay? All right? The amount of obesity used to be 10 pounds overweight. Now it's 40. Isn't that nice? Don't you feel comfortable in those elastic pants because you need them? Because every day you go up and down like a bloody accordion. You know, it's like, you know what, I start off in the morning and my waist is only 36, and by the time the night comes it's 40. Well, that's right, because you've got your own manure pile in there and you're rotting, and you've got a new disease. This is the only virus that I see around the world. It's called gas ass. Okay, so you've got gas ass, and that means that they basically got your own manure pile and you're gassing off. And understand, you got to get this. 99% of the population would not listen to me. They would not come to me, okay? But they will definitely complain because they've never been given the tools. And they're not complainers. I would complain too if I was suffering all the time, if my stomach was bloated, my low back was hurting, if I had a headache, if I felt exhausted, if I had chronic fatigue, if I had any type of itis, which means inflammation. I would complain too. But that's the way the world's just going to keep on complaining, because it's never going to change, because it is never going to change. The majority are never going to change. So you can keep saying it and say I'm negative, but I'm not negative. I've been doing this now. I've been in health for 45 years. And let me tell you, I love anyone. I will do what I can. Our library's free. We're coming out with an app. Well, you know, that thing cost us $250,000. Most of it's going to be free for people. Listen, yes, we need to gift the world, okay? But I'm not going to try to sell ice to an Eskimo. I'm not going to tell somebody who's addicted to dairy, addicted to flour, addicted to sugar, who buys processed foods all the time, that they need to clean up their life. No, People need to come and demand it from us. I want this. I've had enough. I'm down on my knees and begging God, please get off your knees, please. Because it takes two, you and your creator, and you need massive personal action. This is why we put the pelvic course together. This 3-day pelvic course, every woman should do it, and every human being should do my whole life coach course. And you know, people are going to say, I can't afford the time and I can't afford the money. But guess what? You'll always be able to afford the time and the money, okay, when you're on the edge of the cliff ready to fall over, okay? Yeah, sorry.
Don't wait till you're ready to fall over.
Sorry, Jennifer, you've got 3 months to live, really. Guess what? And the reality is this, the Doc of Detox will always give more than it takes. I will always give more than I take. And just understand that. And I'm going to tell you something right now. You need to wake up. Because if you're going to tell me that you are actually, okay, healthy, I'm going to tell you 99% of the population is going to tell me that they're healthy. And that's because they're looking at everyone else. And today's one a day is called what?
Drip, female drip, drip, drip.
And that's it. How many people know that 49% of North American women are dripping in their panties as we speak? Now, this would never have happened, okay? There's two issues. One is an emotional issue where you have made to feel dirty because guess what? You went to bed with Jimmy or whatever. And the reality is Jimmy just went to bed with 100 other women and he doesn't feel guilty at all because it's all programming. When you're a man, you can go to bed with as many women as you want. When you're a woman, you're just dirty. We lost. Okay. Whether you believe this or not, everything starts emotional before it starts physical. And most people don't even get this. And most people don't understand that the subconscious brain was programmed for the so-called psychos that rule the world. Because guess what? If you do something long enough and strong enough, you'll believe anything. Look at the crap we eat. Look at the crap we listen to. Look at the things we do. So just take that much and take it to heart. You know, you're going to have to really, really, okay, have an understanding and make you first. If you don't make you first before your family, before your friends, before this world, it's not going to work out. So understand, first we have emotional infection, then we have physical infection. And understand the large intestine is the target of the medical system, the pharmaceutical system, the tobacco system. Doesn't matter what it is. All the toxic systems are after your large intestine because the good bacteria, once they go bad, you have bad thoughts, you have bad everything going on. Now, so guess what? Every one of you women that have any pelvic problems, you are pooping in your pelvis. Every man out there, every child is pooping in their pelvis. But guess what? You're all, 99.9% of you are pooping in your pelvis, but you all have great bowel movements. All of you are healthy, but your armpits smell, your poop smells, your breath can smell. What do you think it smells? Well, hot air rises. Now understand, here's the bladder infection thing. So what we get, pooping in our pelvis, we absorb the waste because of you know what leaky gut is? Well, leaky gut is your large intestine is now like a screen door in a submarine, and you're pooping into your bloodstream, pooping into your pelvis, which is a large cup. Do you understand? Now, where does the bladder sit? Well, the bladder just sits 3 inches in front of 3 inches, the last 3 inches of your large intestine, just in front of your large intestine, 3 inches from the last part of it. So what do you think? Now it's got physical pressure, chemical pressure. But not just that, you're pooping in your pelvis, pooping in your blood, that has to go around. Your liver tries to take care of it, but it doesn't. Does anybody know that most of the bacterial, like, how about this? 95% of all the bacterial infections that you have in your bladder came from your pooper. You didn't know that, did you? Well, why don't you ask your doctor if he's so smart? Well, most problems that we have are called E. coli. E. coli comes from your bowel, and they don't tell you that. But now you need to take antibiotics. Go blow up your bowel when all you had to do was learn about proper bowel cleansing and learning how to love yourself, make yourself come first. You know, how much crap will you eat and drink because you want to have friends? You want people to approve of you. What will you lower yourself to do to have love? I know we can't live without love. It's like oxygen. But what are the things that you do that you know that aren't good for you, that you can't even hold the line for yourself, and you're rotting this beautiful body out? Well, let me tell you, 49% of the women are dripping in their panties, and that's because they're rotting out in their vaginal canal. And what happens is the infection gets all this inflammation. The inflammation then draws the calcium from your hips, from your pelvis, okay? Draws that calcium, and now you've got not just scar tissue in your bladder valve, but now you've got calcification. And understand, you can totally reverse this, but most women will never reverse it. So, I'm going to tell you something. You just keep going to your doctor that you think is so brilliant, your medical doctor. And what does he give you? Well, he talks to you. He might even be a real nice guy, or she's a real nice girl. But the reality is they're giving you petroleum products, or they're going to send you to a specialist. Then they're going to give you x-rays, or they're going to poke and prod in that vaginal canal. And the only person that should be putting anything in that vaginal canal would be who? Would be you.
You.
Will you explain to
Yourself.
them? Tell them.
After poking and prodding, they end up with the wrong diagnosis. That's even more dangerous.
Yes.
And then they'll say cut, burn, whatever.
Cut, burn, and poison. And understand something right now, okay? Wake up, women. Please, wake up. You need to understand this, okay? They need your pelvic to rot out. They need to burn it out. They need to cut it out, because they don't even know that they've been programmed to work for these psychos. And you know what? What the hell is wrong with you? You should love and care for yourself. You love and care. Women, they are the caregivers. They will go and they will drain themselves of all their energy, because guess what? All women are programmed to care for everyone, suffer more than anyone else in the family, and to struggle more. Women, I'm going to tell you something. You need to take the world back. If the world does not become more feminine, it's over anyways. And when I say it's over, I'm saying that, the planet has actually come to an end 5 times, if you knew your science, and most of you maybe do. And the reality is we're on number 6, and the planet will never die. But I will tell you this much. And why don't you do some homework? Do some homework. 25 to 30% of the population, I believe, is going to leave before 2030. And they're going to leave. They don't have to, these psychos don't have to do one more thing, because you're going to go out and drink the beer, drink the wine. Nobody should be drinking alcohol. We need sugar like we need a hole in our head. You're going to go and do the refined, processed carbs. You're going to go eat the packaged food. You're going to go and drink the bottled water that says smart, which you're pretty stupid to do it. The reality is we're all been programmed to knock ourselves off so that we work our butts off until we're 50, and then we spend all the money and give it back to them. Don't you know it's just a game? I'm going to tell you, if you want to move on to a higher level in this universe, then you better learn how to unconditionally love and respect yourself. And if you can't pull that off, you're coming back. You're coming back, and you'll keep coming back. And did you ever notice, until you actually learn how to respect and honor yourself, you keep repeating the same mistakes over? How many people in your family are going to go for chemo, radiation, do antibiotics, go for hip surgery, go and put rods in, stents in, mesh in? They're going to keep doing it. Human beings are not the most intelligent species in the universe. They're not even the most intelligent species on the planet until they have intelligent beliefs, thoughts, and programs. Okay?
So if women out there, if you are dripping, don't hesitate to come. Click on Pelvic Restoration and Disease Prevention.
Well, go
Masterclass.
to BraveHeart
Nation. Do not go to the medical practitioner first.
I need to just say this. You need to go to BraveHeartNation.com and take a look. All our trainings, all our courses are there. And understand, this 3-day course, every woman, if she took it, she would not let another man, because mankind's not kind, another man disrespect her holy grail. I don't know a woman that hasn't been sexually disrespected by a man. We've been programmed that way, so I apologize. But we've been programmed to disrespect the holy grail, where the spirit beings actually get in. Go ahead.
BraveHeartNation.com. Yes, we are coming to Bonita Springs for the whole life course. Someone asked that question. The whole courses are coming. Women who want to do, who are dripping, who have issues in the tissues.
Look,
do not go to the medical doctor. Check in for yourself. Do your own self-exploration. Do your own inspection with yourself by yourself first, before you go into any medical route, because we can so heal you. You can so heal yourself after this by yourself. This course we will teach you. It will guide you.
How many women out there have been told, we'll keep an eye on it for you? What did you actually fall for that? That means the next time you come, it's going to get worse, because they didn't tell you that you needed to cleanse your colon properly, you needed to cleanse your liver properly, that you could do vaginal infusion and put the world's strongest antibiotic natural solution up there and disinfecting nature's properties and actually heal that vagina and make it into the same tone, smell, texture, and vibrancy as when you were a teenager. Yeah. They're not going to tell you that. They could care, because guess what? How many women, your uteruses are starting to fall out and you look like a cuckoo clock down there? Let me tell you something. Cysts on your ovaries are just you pooping in the pelvis. That creates the bad bacteria, which creates what? The infection. So now you've got these little sackets called cysts on your ovaries. Would you rather ovarian inflammation, which they call cancer? Okay, and then endometriosis is just scar tissue, and that's from the inflammation, from the infection. Are you pooping in your pelvis again? Please wake up. Any doctor on here, any surgeon, you want to come on my show? I challenge you to come on my show. I challenge you to come on my show, because understand something. Do you get surgery? Are you getting surgery because of, are you getting surgery because of lack of surgery? Are you getting drugs because of lack of drugs? Okay, are you getting stressed out for only one reason? Lack of proper information and guidance. If you don't want to become the practitioner for yourselves, women, then you can just head to the chop shop, because that's where you're going. And they're going to bring this on more and more. They need you sterile. They need you suffering. They need you taking their medication. They need you to end being your feminine, strong self. And I'm going to tell you, we need every woman to wake up right now. And if that were to happen, if every woman woke up today and said, I will love, honor, protect, and respect myself, I will take the vaginal course, I'll take the whole life coach course, I'll take the Wolf non-surgical, you just replaced all the practitioners you go to, all the doctors and I'll give you a money back guarantee. I'll give you a money back guarantee. I don't care what age you are. You just came out of school. Okay, you're a housewife, you're an accountant. I don't care what you are. You could become a practitioner, and you can also get your doctorate through us. And understand, there's no government agency, no medical person, and there's nobody here, because they're all going to just come at me anyways, but I don't really care. If their system's working, then it would have worked a long time ago. Our system's working. Do I see them giving a money back guarantee for their treatments, their courses, their trainings, their consultations? We do. There's a reason. Not because we want your money. We want you to show that you're the honey you've been looking for, that you are the answer. You're the practitioner. What do you think, Serena?
I'm the living proof of all these courses. I've done all three, and now I'm teaching the pelvic restoration course, and it's freaking amazing, women. Ladies out there, regain, take back your feminine power. Do not allow society to take our feminine power away. We need to get our power back so that we can stand on our own 2 feet and be our own healer, master of our own future, our own happiness, self-healing, self-loving to all, and everything comes from the pelvic region. And why is the pelvis giving you a problem? You're pooping in your pelvis. So in this course, we cover so many. 3 days is actually not enough to cover every issue.
No, it's enough to. I'll tell you what it is. It's enough. It's enough to pull you out of the fire.
Yes.
It's enough to wake you up 1 second.
3 days in the beginning
and
of
making so that you can make logical decisions. That is the most important thing that you can do. Understand something. I will tell you right now, why don't you go ahead and challenge me? Go do your homework first, then you come and challenge me. I'll be on this afternoon live, okay? And we'll be taking questions. And here's the reality. I hope you know this. 95% of all of low back surgeries are caused because you pooped in your pelvis. That's not true. Yes, it is. You wouldn't have gotten a rod or a screw or a fusion, and there is no such thing as a slip disc. There's just a disc that is actually has so much infection, so much inflammation, it's now turned into beef jerky. Thank you very much. We can take a person that's lost 2 inches in their height and do Wolf non-surgical on their spine, and guess what? In the first treatment, we'll get back at least 1 inch to 1.5 inches. They come back up to 3 times. They'll have the same height they had when they were younger. You're becoming a piece of beef jerky. It's issues in your tissues. It's scar tissue, displaced calcium, crystallization, and you're infected in here first. Now you're infected in here because guess what? You need approval from everyone because you need to be loved. I get it. That's how they win. If we were actually programmed to totally unconditionally love and care for ourselves, we'd never be sick. You'd never be sick. It's one love, one law, unconditional love, and that's what the creator of the universe is about. And man went and made God into this old grumpy man that one minute loves us and then hates us, and then you can say, well, I'm not religious. Then where'd you get all the guilt from? Because I have no guilt. I have no guilt for anything I've ever done. Trust me, though, if I don't learn and burn, I don't burn, but I learn. I observe, I don't judge, and whatever I can fix, I'm going to fix, and I'm going to grow, and I'm going to grow consciously, okay? And I'm going to change my belief systems in my subconscious because nobody's telling me what to do. Nobody. You know, we just finished here, and we just brought another group here, didn't we? Yep. That now have corporations and now will never pay more than 4% tax or 0 tax if they bought 2 of them. And it's legal. And guess what? Nobody can tell us what to do because the Puerto Rican government, they love it because they want us coming here. It's the only loophole in the world. So understand, I am the loophole. I am going to look at how we can empower you financially and health-wise. All the way around, mm-hmm. And yeah, and here's your pelvic girl.
Healthy and wealthy.
That's right.
The best healthy and wealthy.
And that's what we're out to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Point in having wealth, and if you're not healthy, so come join us. 3 days, 22 days for the whole life course. 3 days for the beginning of your own self-reclamation of your energy, of your healing, of your power. Reclaim everything. It's just, the first 3 days is going to be amazing. You will have amazing fun.
And understand something, okay? We know that we talk different. But guess what? This is what happens when you learn how to love, honor, and respect yourself. And you don't need approval from anyone else. So as long as you're going to need approval from people, you're not going to be coming to us, okay? Mm-hmm. That's not going to happen. If you need approval from your family on how to think, drink, and eat and live, this is not, you don't want to come to us because you're just going to go home there and they're going to think you're a terrorist. The reality is here is
I think I have to go.
You can go.
I have to go.
1 second. I'm coming with you. I'll drive you.
Okay.
So the reality, as we finish up, don't spend any money. Just dive into our library. Don't spend any money. Come on to live Q&As because Serena has live pelvic Q&As for women, mm-hmm. Don't you?
Come join us, yeah.
And today I'm doing a live Q&A. Come on there. I don't mind you challenging me, but at least challenge yourself and do some homework because you've been programmed to off yourself and sell yourself off, okay? You have. We all have. Okay, there's nothing stupid about you, okay? There's just stupid beliefs that have been pushed into here, and we've been force-fed them, okay? Yeah. So I'm going to take Serena to the airport, and where are you going to?
Orlando.
See, we don't even know anymore, okay? So we're all over the place. I'll be in Barrie, Ontario, and we're going to be starting our next New World Practitioner course, okay? And that will be in 22 days. That's a 22-day course. You can only take the Whole Life Coach if you want in Barrie, and then, or you could just take the Wolf Non-Surgical, the most powerful body work in the world, and I will come up against anybody on that one because if you're not dealing with turning the scar tissue back into beautiful connective tissue, getting the calcium back in the bones, and you're not even a body worker. You don't even know what you're doing, and God love you anyway. And then guess who finishes it off? My dear friend Serena with her 3-day pelvic restoration for women only. And then from there, we go to Calgary in July, and then we go to Coffs Harbour, Australia, and then we go to Bonita, Florida in October. Mm-hmm. All right? So anyways, check us out at BraveHeartNation.com. If you want to have the most important training of your life, go to my library at docofdetox.com. It's all free. And then go in there and watch the videos and then tell me that 1 and 1 are 11 because they're not. And then guess what? I promise you that if you were to go in there and do my master classes, you'll be more intelligent than any practitioner you went to because it's all about logic and it's all about self-love and care.
Love yourself. All about love. Mwah. Have a beautiful day. I have to run to the airport. That way you're going to take me?
Gone on the run. We got to run quickly. Can you take that for a second?
Okay.
1 second. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
God bless.